Hey everybody, and welcome to another vlog. I'm Vaping Vick, vlog number 39. Vlog 39, if you're counting like me. 38 was the one before, now it's 39. And then one after that will probably be vlog number 40. Thank you for coming and watching. What am I vaping on? For this vlog, I'll be vaping on various things as we discuss various things, but I'm vaping on the Freemax Star Pure Clearomizer, very good Clearomizer, and the Asmodus Minikin V2, which again is a cracking mod. I've only just reviewed that one, it's a little bit late to the party, so may not get the views that others have got, but that's not a concern of mine. I think it's a cracking mod, a really good mod. It'll just come down to how you feel about touchscreen, really. If you do like touchscreen, it's probably one of your best options right now, although we have another touchscreen coming up later to talk about, so we'll get into that in a bit. As we always do, we will get into viewer comments from the previous vlog. Todd's reviews. I don't know. Todd's review says roundabouts, wee, and that's because I kept saying swings and roundabouts in the previous vlog, which is good. Thanks for watching, Mark. I've told you a million times not to watch. Mick Blizzard says, hi Richard, I fully understand your reasons for activating the advertising on the channel. Yes, my channel now has YouTube adverts on it. It does. That's a thing. It seems like y'all not bothered anyway. It seems like you don't care. If you get to the review quick enough, there won't be any adverts. It'll be advert free. If you're a couple of days late, there'll be adverts. I'm just seeing if it sort of helps me cover my costs for postage and stuff. No big deal. Clearly no big deal. All you guys are really supportive, really cool about it. Inga says, hope your daughter's finger is healing well. If you missed the last vlog, I trapped my daughter's thumb in a door really badly, and 2 days in hospital and stuff, and it was horrible, but she is on the mend. All the bandages are off, the surgery went well, and she's on the mend, she's happy, so that's really good. I don't recommend it if you have a daughter around that age. I don't recommend trapping their thumbs or fingers indoors. It's horrible. Yeah, that was a bad mistake. Let's have a look. Shoot through the frame says, I don't know why you don't get more traffic on your channel. Me neither. I think your reviews are fantastic and honest reviews. Not to mention the quality of the close-ups on the products as well. I'm for sure a fan. I'll keep watching. Thank you very much. Cheers. Shot through a frame. That's really nice. Really nice thing to say. I'm not too worried about how many views I get and stuff. I get what I get, and people send me things for free. People send me things for free to review, and I review them, and life goes on, you know. So it's all good, you know. If I'd been doing this for years and I was still having to buy all my own stuff, I'd probably have to pack it in because it'd be too expensive. It would have got to the point now where it's too expensive. It's expensive anyway. When you get things for free, it's expensive, as I explained in the previous vlog. But because people send me things for free, I'm really lucky, you know. I'm really lucky, and I can continue providing content to you guys at a minimal cost. So I'll carry on. I'll carry on. But I'm not worried about getting more people viewing. Yeah. If they come, they come. It's all good. Chapelli I70 says, hi Vic, totally agree with your comment re 100 watt plus vaping. Nice little tease on the Extaste mod. Look forward to your review of that and the Minikin V2. Yes, review both of those things. Going to talk about both those things very shortly. My point on the 100 watt plus thing was that a lot of these mods behave funny or don't behave accurately over 100 watts. A lot of these regulated mods, not necessarily this one, but a lot of them do. But remember, when you hear that negative in the review, if someone does a review and they produce that as a negative, do remember, just take a step back and go, well, am I vaping over 100 watts? If not, it's okay, you know. So don't get too bogged down in all those power charts. Only look at the bit in the chart that's relevant to what you plan to do with the thing that's been reviewed, if that makes any sense. Craig Keenan said, Peter Reed, feed Peter Heed is deed, Volvo for sale. I don't know if I murdered that, I'll get it right. Peter Reed, feed Peter Heed is deed. Shouldn't that be indeed? Peter Reed, freed Peter Heed, indeed, Volvo for sale. I'm sure that's what it should be, not is deed. I don't know. Craig, you watching this one? Let me know if did you make that mistake or did I? What else have we got? Justin Brain says, thanks for doing these. Don't mind the ads, and if I ever win something from you, I won't have a problem paying for the shipping. I'm not going to do the people paying for shipping thing. My favourite thing about this whole debacle is the email or tweet I get back when someone receives something for free from a giveaway. So it would spoil the surprise. It would spoil the surprise, and it takes some of the icing off the cake of being able to give people things for free, which is so cool. Like I really like giving things to people. I do it a lot, not on the channel as well. I'll send a friend an item, or I'll just randomly give a friend an item, and it's great. I just love doing that. So that's the one thing I will definitely not be doing. Although it's a good idea. It's a totally legit idea. I just really like the giveaways. So that's one thing I'm not going to change. Jeffrey Morgan says, "Have you seen the Wismec Noisy Cricket 2?" I have. It's a big change. It's a big change into Noisy Cricket V2. I think Fagan and Heathen have looked at it, and so because they've already got one up there, I'm not going to seek one out, buy one to review one, because it's out there now. If someone had offered me one for sale before every other reviews, it'd have been really useful for you guys to have seen it. So there'd have been a point to it. But I don't know who. Wismec don't really send me stuff, so I guess not. I might get one. I don't know. What I would say is, and I know I did all those videos on the Noisy Cricket V1, so it's a shame, but I kind of liked its simplicity. It seems quite complicated now. It seems like they took all the ideas everyone had and put them all in the mod. And I think they could have just either done several versions of Noisy Crickets, like a parallel version, a series version, a PWM version, and just done all those versions. And I would have personally gone for the series one with a bit of regulation in terms of safety. I would have gone for a series one with safety, or a parallel one with safety. I'd have probably bought both, but I don't want the switching battery thing and the PWM thing, and I don't know. And it looks it's sort of lost that style. I don't know. I'm reviewing something I haven't got. That's crazy. But yeah, that's me on that. Thank you. So overall, what I would say about Vlog 38's comments is thank you so much for insanely positive feedback to what I had to say in the previous vlog. That was epic. The other thing I've had really nice feedback for is I've had a baby. I've had another baby. In spite of what I did to the previous one, they let me have another. I've had a baby boy. When are you watching this? Last week I had a baby boy. Yes, Freddie. Baby Freddie. I'll show a picture now. Baby Freddie, 7 pounds, 10 ounces. My wife delivered it. Yeah. And yeah, he's great. He's great. He's brilliant. You'll probably hear him at some point in this video. But he's great. And thank you for all the kind words on Facebook. All the people that have added me as a Facebook friend. If you want to do that, there is a link in the description to my Facebook profile. Just get on there and add me, and I'll accept you gladly. Yeah. But anyway, so everyone, really cool. Everyone was really nice and really cool about me having a baby. Thank you very much. If I'm looking tired, I always look tired anyway, don't I? But I think I'm doing all right. The wife's doing most of the work because that's just how it works with very newborn babies. But yeah, he's great. He's brilliant. Very healthy, happy, and we're all happy. It's good. Other things. Right, let's get right into what I've got coming up for review. I think that's the main bit of the vlog, isn't it? Let's do that right now. Don't know what to do with my hands. Yeah, so what have I got coming up for review? Right, I've got this. Look at this. Vape 5. Can you see that? Tesla. Look at that. Tesla. It's the Tesla Touch 150 watt. It's a dual. Now this might surprise you because Tesla synonymous with lipos. But look at that. Look at that. It's dual series 18650 batteries. So that's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. One thing about Tesla is they do listen to feedback, and they must have had a lot of call for 18650 batteries as opposed to lipos. So that's what they've done with this one. Got the Troll on top, 85 watts. Lovely stuff. No, I've got in there. I've got Digby's mum's custard. Beautiful juice. Beautiful juice. I loved that for a very long time. I go a couple of months without it, buy a bottle, etc. Lovely stuff. It happened to just be available from the same shop that I was buying a trip tip. Yeah, so the Tesla Touch. So it's a touchscreen mod. It's a touchscreen mod. Bosch, like that, and then you can go Bosch, like that. You've got all your menus, all that sort of stuff. Lock it. No, you can't. You have to go back first. You go back to the screen, you lock it like that, and it's all locked, so it doesn't matter what you do now. And then if you go like this, it's unlocked, and you can do what you want then. Very responsive. You can change the background wallpaper. I haven't done that yet. Keep meaning to. But the touchscreen is exceptionally responsive. It's just like your mobile phone, basically, in terms of its responsiveness. Loads of information on the screen. There's a firmware update for it available already that I need to get. I want to see if the firmware update fixes the one thing I've found of this mod so far. What I've noticed is after 15 minutes of not vaping, it turns itself off, which, like, for most people, I would, if I'm working on the desk or something, I'll have 4 or 5 vapes, bosh, 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 and then I'll put it down, and I probably won't pick it up for 20 minutes, you know, and then I'll pick it up and it's off. It's off again, you know, and I've got to click it on every time, and so I want to see if there's an option in the settings. I can't find an option in the settings for it. If not, I want to see if they've changed that in the firmware update. So I've got to do the update, I've got to change the background, and I've got to do some more testing. But I'm really liking this, apart from that one annoying thing. The other thing I would say is, if you're right-handed, it's very much a thumb firer, because otherwise you've got your finger right across the screen. I don't know, what do you think? So really, it feels like a thumb firer, that's one thing to note. Maybe slightly underpowered. I don't have an oscilloscope or anything. Maybe just slightly underpowered. I adjust to taste anyway, so I'm not set on I always vape at 75 watts now. I just do it to taste, so not a big deal. I'm at 85 instead of 75 basically. So no big deal to me personally, but something I've noticed, I don't have any evidence of that, just pure. Goodbye. Yeah, so I don't know, but I'm quite enjoying it. It's very sturdy, very well made, and all that sort of stuff. So a review for that coming very soon. And I also have this coming up for review very soon. The Chieftain from Wotofo, another mod from Wotofo. So what you say? Well, I'll tell you what. There's a few things actually. It's 80 watts. It can take. Sorry if I get this battery. It can take 26650 batteries or 18650 batteries. I've got an 18650 battery in right now. The reason for that is I actually only have one. I only actually have one. I don't know why. I think I gave some to someone. I only actually have one 26650, the Purpley Fest. And it doesn't. It's slightly too long. That's the trouble with 26650s is they're not very well regulated in terms of size. They're meant to be the same length, but they're not. This one's just slightly too long. I noticed a picture Mark Todd from Todd's E-Cig Reviews. I noticed a picture he put up. He had a Greenie Fest in here, and it fit fine. So currently rocking the 18650s. Need to get hold of a bloody green E-Fest or an iJoy one or something. But yeah, so I need a shorter 26650 to test that. But yeah, this is this. The other thing about this, I really like that it fits both batteries in. That's great. Another thing about this is, if I can show you. Oh, there. See that? See that there? See that the screen now says out DIY. So your output is do it yourself. What that is your ability to adjust your power curve on screen. So this one, it starts off quite, oh my bad, starts off quite high and goes down, and that's because I've got this limitless thing on with some beefy coils, so I want to get a bit of power in there to stop the ramp up and then go down. I'm actually not doing it like that right now, but yeah, so the Chieftain, you can adjust your power curve on screen. Very cool. Very nice mod indeed, and very, very sturdy. Slight annoyance, they sent me a black one, but it comes in some amazing, awesome colours. I wish they'd sent me a colour one, because I can't show you how cool that looks now, because I've only got it in black. But cool mod so far. Really enjoying it. Really like the features and stuff. What else? I have got this. This is confusing. At Expo, Arayme, ARYME, I don't know, but they gave me this at Expo, the Armour 2 sub-tank. Now, Matt Cully sucked my mod, great channel, great guy. He's just done a review. He's literally just put up a review for the Armour V1 sub-tank. So I don't know what the deal is with this, because if that's brand new, how is there already a 2.0? But anyway, this is it. This is that tank. I'll try and clear all that up before the review as to what's going on with that. Oh, tea. Armour. So the Armour tank version 2 apparently. Although another thing is, I watched his review. It looks exactly. It seems exactly the same. I can't tell what's different. Armour V2 sub tank. So it's got a few things going on. It's a budget tank. So it's going to be super cheap. The coil head is, now I love it, vapes like that, really great flavour, it vapes like that, and it does this. So the drip tip is all attached to the coil head, it's all part of the coil head, and you just pull that out. It's dribbling a bit. You just pull that out like that. So that's the coil head, and this is a tank, and you just pour juice right down the middle of this up to the fill line, and then you just bob this back in, screw it back on. Easy as that. I think they call it like the mess-free filling thing or something like that. A couple of other tanks have already done this. But so every time you buy a coil head, you get a new. It's all built into the drip tip. The airflow comes in from the drip tip, which is an interesting way of doing it, because I mean you get quite warm lips. So you can't put your mouth too far in or you're buggered. So yes, so obviously it's kind of leak free, because the air holes are right up top, so there's nowhere for the juice to go. That provides some negatives as well, but I've got to say the 0.5 head so far, great flavour and great vapour production for what it is. Quite enjoying that. So that's something to bear in mind. Something to bear in mind. So we'll review that once I've got my head around it a bit more. What else do I need to show you? Oh, this is not up for review. However, most of you should know by now that I'm a co-host on the Ideal Ohm Show. One of the other co-hosts is Rick Grove, who is the owner, manager, runner, main dude at modmaker.co.uk. He's a mod maker, but he also runs modmaker.co.uk, which is a website shop for buying mod related gear. He made this mod for me. Ideal Ohm Show on this side. Look at this side. Hope that comes across okay on camera, but it's really shiny. But Vaping Vick and Groucho Marx on there. How cool is that? It's a PWM mod, so it does that. Absolutely blown away by this mod. It's absolutely beautiful. It's so well made. I love PWM style mods. If you've been following me a long time, you'll know that. Hexome. Before that, I had an OKLT10 mod that I used for ages. That big blue thing, if you remember. I don't know. So yeah, so absolutely brilliant mod. I'm blown away by this. Sort of thank you to Rick if you happen to be watching it. Yeah, so brilliant thing. Check out modmaker.co.uk. Just have a browse on that site. It's great. It's where I got that noisy cricket upgrade kit from, if you remember that as well. Yeah, great guy, made me a mod, blown away. To celebrate the mod, I got an atomizer for it. I got the Goon, 22mm version of the Goon, and I got this fancy drip tip as well. This is a half moon drip tip, especially for Goons and Kennedys, I think. But yeah. So the mod's fantastic, and I'm really liking the Goon. I was pretty confident I would like it, but I really like the Goon. Two things stand out for me. Overall build quality, which is on point, but even down to the detail, like the O-rings. Like, look, I can hold this by this O-ring, but if I want to take it off, so easy. It comes off so easy. Pop it straight back on. So all the O-rings, the tension on all the O-rings is perfect. These drip tips fit in perfect. And the other thing, the deck is the deck, you know, the Goon deck, you know, you should know what that's like by now, I'm sure. But the Goon deck is fine and dandy, you know, it's okay. But the airflow is so it's so smooth, it's so swishy. Really like it. I've got it down to 2 holes. Really like the airflow. So really like the Goon. What I would say, because I'm not going to review the Goon, what I would say about the Goon is, if you like standard builds, normal round wire builds, typical standard builds, then the 22 is going to be perfect for you. The flavour in the 22 is immense. It's nice and reduced in there, nice and short. If you are getting a Goon because of those big clamp posts and you want to do some crazy coil art style builds, you know, crazy Claptons and aliens and fused and stapled, if you're going to do all that, I strongly recommend getting the 24mm Goon, because you need that extra build space. Partly because, if I can get this off, this top bit, you see how this top bit has all the airflow on it? When this goes in, it takes some of the space of the chamber away. So if you're doing a massive fancy crazy coil, it's going to get quite cramped in there. So if you're getting a Goon for building purposes, like fancy building purposes, I strongly recommend the 24mm one. But I'm very happy with my 22mm one. So the Goon is awesome and a great price, you know, really good price. Some really expensive RDAs coming out at the moment, but the Goon's actually very affordable, which is really nice. Another great reason to get a Goon. So big thumbs up for the Goon, and thank you so much to Rick for making that mod for me. Truly blessed. What else? What do I need to tell you about? Oh, okay, so what I'll do now is some previously reviewed items. So recent reviews I've done, a little bit of catch-up feedback on a few things that I missed or found out since, or, you know, it's not your first vlog, is it? Come on. So I reviewed the Extaste Ex250. And there were several positives and negatives of this mod. One thing I was absolutely adamant on was I was very unhappy with the top section of the mod. This top bit, atomizers just sat so crap on it. Even 22mm ones just looked terrible. And actually the Extaste guys actually contacted me and said they are actually completely changing the top of the mod. They're going to make it completely flat, and so that it fits up to 28mm atties perfectly flush and neat, which is great. It's great that they're listening to feedback. It's great that they're trying to improve their mod. and I'll try and get you some pictures of that. It's currently being made now with this flat top, so I'll try and get you some pictures of that. That was my main grievance with that mod, and it sounds like they've just gone right straight away. Let's fix that, and they're fixing it. So brilliant, that's great. So I'll try and keep you updated on that. What else have I reviewed recently? The Minikin V2, as I'm vaping right now. Great mod, is a great mod. The touchscreen raised a few eyebrows in the comments section. A few people saying I was doing it wrong. I'm sure I am. But some people saying that you should drag and hold and let go. It did work actually, to be fair. Some people saying I should do that because a couple of times in the video the touchscreen didn't respond. It's really not a big deal, guys. 99% of the time, 95% of the time, it works absolutely fine, the screen. I don't have a problem with the screen. It just happened in the video. I was doing it fast, I was doing it on camera, and it just didn't respond, you know. So that's just touchscreens, you know. They're not always super responsive because they're relying on a very variable thing. They're relying on the warmth of your finger, aren't they? And you know, I'm a cold-blooded animal. So what I would say is I stand by everything I say in that review. Maybe I'm not touching the touch screen correctly, I don't know, but what I would say is it's not an issue. It's not a big issue for me. I'm happily using this mod. I think it's great. The touch screen is a thing, and overall it's a good thing. Overall it's absolutely fine, you know, so don't get too bogged down in that comment in that review. You know, I think it's solid. I think it's a solid mod. So that is that. The Taruk, where's that? The Taruk tank, just reviewed that. The Coil Art Rook. I was quite negative on it simply because it's so potentially great, but the coil heads only last 20 mil, and I showed you, if you go back and watch that, I showed you a breakdown of the head after 20 mil, and I think I sort of showed why I think the problem is occurring, and a few people said, yeah, but that was just one coil. No, I've broken down several. I've been using this as my work vape, so I've really been hammering it, and I've broken down several coil heads, and that seems to be the way they go. Not just the coil heads in here as well, all the other coil heads that they sell for all the other sub-tanks that are out on the market. It just seems to be something to do with the coil design / cotton that they use, you know. So what I want is them to go and work on that, because I'm a big fan of coil art, and I'm a big fan of this tank up to the 20 mil mark, you know. I think it would have been a very positive review had it lasted 35, 40 mil. So it was just a little thing. I wanted to try and explain it. So yeah, but a big fan of coil art. Love the Mage RTA. Love the Azeroth RDTA. Love those things. So this tank just happens to have that quirk, that flaw, which means I couldn't recommend it over something like a UL D1 or the Freemax Star Pure. Those are the two probably best sub-tanks in my opinion at the moment. So that's that. The Zoom mod, cool mod in my opinion. I really like this. For a dinky mod, I think it's feature packed and all the features work really well. I really like that mod. Stand by what I say in that review. And that's that. That's some previously reviewed items. Should we do a giveaway now? We'll do a giveaway now. We'll come back to some stuff. Let's do a giveaway. It's time for the giveaway. Okay, let's give away this. This is the Inga Smart Box, brand new sealed packaging. It comes with a tank on top. Yeah, this is it. You can win a smart box. Okay, so this is the smart box by Inga. To win this, email me cd_v1ck@hotmail.com. Put the title / subject of your email. Put giveaway 39. Giveaway 39 is the title. In the body, in the text of the email, put your name and address and the answer to this question. What number vlog is this? What number vlog is this? Put that in the body as the answer to the question, then your name and address in the email as well. And the way it works is with my giveaways, I just pick someone like 4 or 5 days later. I just pick someone and just post it. I'm gonna try and throw in, if I remember, I'm gonna throw in some Ideal Home Show Shinels as well, and some Ideal Home Show battery safety stickers as well. If I remember, but there won't be a note in there saying, "Oh, I love you, I'm vaping Vick, blah blah." There won't be any of that stuff. There won't be a "Well done on winning, you're the best." I'll just send you it. I'll just put it in an envelope, gone, and you'll just receive it through the post. And if you can get in touch with me after and say, "I got it, thank you," that'd be fantastic, just for peace of mind on my part, really. But that's how I do it. If you want, what I don't do is a follow-up video saying who won and that. Let's see if I can tell you who won the previous giveaway. Just to put your mind at rest. Let's just tell you, I do know who it was. Let me just get the name correct. Colin in Norfolk won the previous giveaway. I don't remember what it was, but yes. Congratulations to Colin on winning the previous thing. I'll try and remember to say who won the previous one in each one. But if 10 days have gone past and you haven't received the item that was up for giveaway, then you didn't get it. You didn't win. I'm sorry. Only one winner each time. So that's the giveaway. Please follow the instructions and good luck. That's that. So that's that. What do we need to do now? Okay. Alright, okay, we're going to do something now. We're going to do the juice section.
It's quite pungent. Oh, yeah. It stings the nostrils. Brian, I'm going to be honest with you, that smells like pure gasoline. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, so I just want to really quickly reiterate 2 juices that I was given at Expo. Had a great time at Expo. Thank you to all the people that came and said hi. I only went on the Friday. I meant to go on the Sunday, but couldn't go on the Sunday either. So I only saw people that were there on the Friday, but thank you to all the people that stopped me and said hello. Great as always to meet you all really nice people, weirdly. So thank you for coming to see me. Yes, so 2 juices I got from Expo, both from SMKD. But both of these juices are available at SMKD. Psycho Juice and Jungle Mist. So the 2 flavours that I'm going to pick out as saying yes, I like these flavours are Tiemann. This is Jungle Mist. All of the flavours are jungles. Jungle Mist. All the flavours are jungles. So you've got Amazon, Congo, New Guinea, Kakuda, Gondwana, Tiemann, and this is the one that I've got, Tiemann, which is smooth buttery ginger. And I like this one, it's really different. Got it in here. Really different. Just a very, very sweet ginger, and it's just very interesting and different, you know. Not a juice you get sent every day, you know. So, really like that one. A couple of ones I don't like, a couple of ones I do. Another one that I like is the Corcovado sweet ripe strawberry. And a couple of other fruits in there. That was very, very, very tasty indeed. So I liked those 2 from Jungle Mist. Again, go to SMKD to find out more. Try and remember to put a link in the description. No promises, but that's nice, that ginger one. I sort of, with my vaping life, I sort of like what I like juice-wise. Mango sticky rice, custards. So when I get sent stuff, the ones I tend to gravitate towards when I get sent juice nowadays is the ones that are really unique and different. You know, I've tried a million yogurts, I've tried a million strawberries, I've tried a million blueberries, all this stuff, you know, creamy this, creamy that, donut this, donut that. And I've tried all those a million times, but when someone throws a flavour at me I've not actually tried before, that's when I get quite interested, quite excited. The other juice given to me by SMKD was this one. This one is Psycho Juice. And this one that I've picked out as quite liking is Crack Brained. It's a pink lemonade flavour. But again, go to SMKD for all the information. It's actually the one that I've got in this armour too. It's refreshing. Really refreshing, really tasty. Again, don't like them all. I don't like Tart Killer. It's got a really strong almond aftertaste, Tart Killer, so I'm not massively like into that. What's the other one? There's one called fucking Berry, right? And it's got a really big throat hit on it. I don't know why. So not loving those, but the others are quite cool, quite nice. So again, Psycho Juice. Go to SMKD to find out more about those. Yeah, interesting juices. Interesting juices. Not bad at all. Right. So closing thing on the vlog. Right. I've had a few messages. There's been a few fierce threads on Facebook recently, forums, on the Ideal Home Show and stuff as well. A few comments about UK advocacy and what is everyone doing for UK advocacy and who to see about UK advocacy and all this stuff. It's not an advocacy heavy channel, this one. The podcast that I do, the Let's Vape podcast, we do cover advocacy quite in depth on there. So I try to do what I can advocacy. I try to follow and keep up. I will say this, and I'll just make this statement, and you can take from it what you like. I've been doing this YouTube channel a couple of years now. Got a nice following on it, you know, getting towards 7,000 subscribers. I do the Ideal Home Show, a couple of thousand viewers on there. The Let's Vape podcast gets a couple of thousand downloads per episode, around 100,000 a month downloads for the Let's Vape podcast. I have never once been contacted by any UK advocate to promote anything, to push anything, to tell anyone about anything, to retweet anything, to post a picture on Instagram about anything, to mention anything. I've never once been contacted by a single UK advocate. Maybe that's a blessing in disguise. I don't know, but what I will say is I'm just one dude, and if someone wants me to do something for UK advocacy, please tell me what it is. I'm not psychic anymore. Those powers have faded. And so, yeah, I don't even know what UK advocacy is right now, because we're in a period where the UK government couldn't give two shiny shits what we were putting in our mouths at the moment. They're really, really busy. They're really, really busy in government at the moment. Bigger fish to fry. The TPD is what it is. It's happening. It's rolling on. We got off lightly in some respects, some annoyances in others, but really, I don't think they care or know what the situation is. So I don't really know where UK advocacy is at, but I'm never going to know if no one ever bothers to reach out to me and asks me to get behind something or follow something or promote something, or, you know, what am I supposed to do? Just yes, blindly talk about it. I don't know. So I just wanted to put that out there. You know, I can only do what I do. I do a show, I do a podcast, I do this channel, and I'm very receptive to the idea of things, but no one's raising any ideas with me. So there you go. That's that. I hope that's not too controversial. I just want to make it clear that what can I do? What can I do? You know, that's that. That's that on that one. That's the end of a vlog. Kind of a twisted note to leave it on. I'll tell you what I'll do instead. I will leave it on a lovely montage of what I've been getting up to in life in the last couple of weeks. So I'll show you this montage and then we'll close out. Thank you very much for watching this vlog, especially if you got to this point. This is a long one. Sorry about that. So stay tuned for all that new cool stuff. I've got loads of things myself because I've been off work on paternity leave. So yes, so I've got a lot of things waiting for me at work as well, so even more things than that, but stay tuned for those. The Armour Tank, the Tesla Touch, and the Chieftain by Watofo will probably be the next 3 things reviewed, so please stay tuned for that. I've been Vick, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.